Good morning, everybody. It's really nice to be here again. One of the many videos for the Capstone project. My name is Herbert Soriano and I'm from Honduras, and it's my pleasure to salute you today. On this lesson with you, my good students, we're going to talk about one of the great Americans speeches ever from all times, from one of the greatest Americans ever lived. I'm not American, but I admire this man a lot. I'm not from the United States of America and from Honduras, but there's an amazing admiration in the whole world for this man. And as you may saw on the video that I just on the link, I'm sorry, that I just sent you, you just were looking and hearing speech. Now, who's this man that you're hearing this speech from? Well, this man, it's called Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He and Lincoln Memorial, I believe that's in Washington. He stand 28th of August of 1963 in front of thousands of Americans, and he delivered one of the greatest speeches ever heard in the history of humankind. I think that it can be compared to Winston Churchill or Fight on the Beaches. I I believe it's something like that. I believe it's uh, an Abraham Lincoln talking about segregation. I believe it's a talking Mandela talking about a united South Africa, or a Mahatma Gandhi talking about a free India. I can compare that to that position at that moment. So today you have heard that on the link of YouTube that I just sent you. And we're gonna hear again, and we're gonna practice, of course, our hearing, and we're gonna hear it and our listening. We're gonna practice hearing this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful speech again. So I want to share with you today's presentation of the class of I Have a Dream by Dr. Martin Luther King. And as I might said, it's by me, Mr. Robert Soriano. I'm going to deliver today's class. Now, the topic for today you will hear again, so it will be a hearing exercise. We'll be hearing again the speak. I have a dream. But here is the interesting part. I know you may remember that we created some posters using PowerPoint last week. So you're gonna be creating a poster of your own inspiration based on Dr. Martin Luther King's speech. I know some of you have already heard it. I know. I'm pretty sure about it. Am I right? I know. And some of you will say, I I wasn't able to understand it very well, and some of you will say, I did understand it really good. But the thing is, you need to hear it as many times as you want. I'm gonna present to you a little part. I have a dream. On this day, this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slaves owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my four little children will be one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have that same dream. I have that same dream that people will treat us the same, even we're not from a developed country, even we don't have the color of the skin, even if we're Latinos, Indians, Afghans of any country, will be treated the same. I believe in those words. At that moment, those words were said because of the African American community, but I can say that from my own experience in the world, that we are all created equal. Now, what I want you to do with this is hear again the speech. And while you're hearing the speech, I would like you to create a poster, not with all the speech, not writing the whole thing, but what does this powerful, amazing, and timeless words will inspire you? What does this tells you? What do you want to do with this? And if you remember, I gave you the name of several sites where you can actually go and pick images for free with legal rights. As all the images I'm using in this presentation are GPL rights from general public license rights from Pixabay. That's a site where you can actually go and pick as many images as you want and use them freely and create a poster. A poster like what? A poster like, let's say that. That's an example. Dr. Martin Luther King was a preacher, a pastor. He was a Nobel Prize winner. He was an amazing man. And the rest of the class, we're going to continue about talking about this amazing man, his legacy, his amazing speech, and how he died, and how he became inspiration for all of us, even here, far away from his own country. Thank you very much for all that are here in the Capstone project. Have a great day, and well, I wish you luck finishing the project.